Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Noisy Trains Past Me on Transport Fever 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So, our passenger line here between Detroit and Jersey City seems to be running really well. I've got two trains on here now. As you can see, they're not the fastest thing in the world, but we are getting traffic going between the two. So it's time to expand this. So what I'm thinking we're going to do, obviously we're going to have to put another platform on here. I'm thinking we're going to come out and join this track and then use that just like we're doing the other direction, just like we're doing up to Detroit. Use that to get us down here to Madison. But Madison does have a slightly different problem in that the freight isn't even anywhere near the city, and we're sort of blocking things off there. Now, I could modify the station, put a couple pass-through tracks on, and run it over here. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to split off the passenger service right here, have it go under this bridge, because we got this nice bridge here, or viaduct, then go around the resource, and we have all this open land here. We can come right up into here, right into the corner of our city, and connect right there. So I think that's what we're going to start with. But let's start up here. And I think what we're going to have to do to start off is reroute this. Because we've got this clear up high. And if we were to keep it high instead of going low as soon as we did, then we could split off and just easily bridge over this. So right now it's not much higher than this track right here. So let's figure out where we're going to place this first. And I think the first thing we're going to have to do... Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Growler said no. Sorry, Growler. But yeah, we're gonna flatten this. I want this area where our track's going to be flat. So we're gonna do horrible things to the landscape. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to do this even further, aren't I? Growler hates you. Actually, I don't have to take that out. What am I doing? Yeah, what are you doing? We'd all like to know what you're doing. There. We're nice and flat. So what we can do is... Well, let's modify this first. Okay. Tracks. And platforms. And where do we have steps? Just the ones in the middle, I think. Miscellaneous steps right there. There we go. Come on. All right, there we go. So that's done. So now we'll grab track off from this, and we will take it over here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave that there so we can see where we need it to be. Actually, we could come out further this way, and we might have to in order to get this. Let's pause this and go ahead and take out... Let's start right here. I think that's the best spot. So what's coming through here is, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing on this section of track is our lumber trains coming up from coming up from down the mountain. Okay. So now we're higher. Let's see. All right, that keeps us flat going there. We really don't want to be there. We want to try to sort of parallel that, I think. So let's do that. We'll keep level to... Actually, that's probably about as far as we want to go level. And then we can't make it down all the way. That was, in fact, my worry, whether or not we'd be able to come down soon enough to reach that if we started too late. Okay, that one works. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and run this one. Okay. So that gives us a long, flat section of track there. Actually, that does not look flat to me. Doesn't it look to you like this is going downhill a little bit and then going back up? It's humping. There will be no humping in Growler's Railroad. That's not what you said last night, Growler. Growler had nothing to do with you last night. I didn't mean it that way. Didn't mean with me, Growler. What? Did we not have any signaling along this section of track? I'm just trying to figure out where to put our signals. Yeah, what happened to oh, there we go. We were just at the wrong height or something. That was very strange. Okay, so let's take that one out. Get our signals back. Why didn't you wait? Why? Because you're going to have to put in your separation there. Oh, yeah, the connection to the other line. Okay, so now let's try to do this. So back to tracks. Let's come off here somewhere and... Well, that doesn't work because that's definitely not the spot, not the part of the track we want to be on. Let's see if we did this like over here. I don't even know how to do this here. Let's try right there for now and see what happens. So what if we come off right here and try to come down? You know what I think? What do you think, Growler? I think you're going to have to lower that other track. There's not much we can lower it, to be honest. How are we going to do this? I thought I would be able to get this one up high enough soon enough that we could just bridge over like this. Why don't you just use that? That is a distinct possibility. I'd like it closer, though. Let's see. It's just going to be a matter of finding the right spot. That works. If you can get it down to the ground level. Yeah, here just does not work. We just need to be a little bit further along, like right here. The road we can always get rid of and redo. Let's go with that. Okay. And then totally misconnecting to it. Let's get rid of this road. Okay. Now we're just going to come down to this level. And that worked pretty well. And then come all the way around to here. Can we do that? I think we probably can. Let's get rid of this old track that we aren't going to use. It's not old track. You put it in like 30 seconds ago. I meant old as in the one we're not going to use. That's not old. That's just disused. Just shut up, Growler. Why are you giving me so much grief today? Growler, shut up. So we do need to do this. Okay, cool. Well, that worked out. All we have to do is... Oh, I may end up having to redo that little section once I smooth out this hill. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this little section out. Take it out to there. There we go. And we'll smooth all this down. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and reconnect it and then run the road underneath it. Hopefully, oh, let's take this out too. Actually, you know what? I can fix this later. I don't need to take it out. I don't want to risk screwing up things. I want to make sure that this keeps exactly the way it was. There we go. And then you have to be Earth too. So otherwise it makes no sense. Okay, so now our road. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Pass it right under there. And meet up with the old connection, the old part of the road. And then do the same thing there. There. A little bit more smoothing right there. All right, so now we are connected onto this just fine. We just need a little bit of this stuff.
It's called signals.
Yeah, whatever, Growler. Okay, and we're going to have to put one over on this side, too. That does look a little cruddy, but I don't care. Let's do that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. And then I guess we'll do this from this side. Not really going to matter too much. Something's not going to be right no matter what I do. Actually, that worked out fairly well. We ended up coming fairly close to what we needed to be. Okay, signals are on that. Then here, we need to go ahead and put our signals back on the right track. There we go. Perfect. Actually, that was very, very well placed. And then this one honestly doesn't matter because there's just a short little section of track here. So pop one on there, and I think I'll actually just turn off the auto sig. Yeah, and that's it. There. I'll put one right there as well. Help segment that up. Okay, that all looks good. So I think we're connected on this side now. Let's go on down to the other side here. And this is actually what I want to do here. This is going to be a little bit screwy. This is going to be a lot screwy. I think I'm going to have to take this off. I don't need them both off. Here's what I'm going to do. There. See, here's the thing. I want to prepare, and maybe if we get to it today, we can get to come to down here. But this little intersection is already so mucked up, I want to put down an extra pair of tracks just for passenger service. Oh, come on. There we go. So there we go. Got that. And then we will split off this somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but we'll come back to that part. Okay, and we can really just follow this all the way. Let's go to about here. Okay, and then we got to start making our curve to get around this. I think that works. There we go. Except I'm going to, yeah, make that straight to about there. I wanted to get that more or less straight with the... Oh, are we clipping into the corner of that? No, there we go. I must have just placed it on the wrong spot. Okay, that looks good. Connect that. And into there. All right, cool. I should redo this road anyways. I mean, I had it all nice and neat before, but it's sort of doing the wrong thing now. I could make it a lot neater. All right, we're going to get rid of this road. And then, you know what, here, let's try this. Streets, we want this. Let's try like that. And then we need passenger. We don't need passenger road stuff. What am I doing? At least not yet. Passenger, let's do a terminal. Let's go ahead and put the second one on now. Maybe we won't have to do it later. Oh, I think that's going to work great. That's going to work great. All we have to do is cut this back a little bit. Yeah. And then we're going to have to put a crossover here. That's not what I wanted. What am I doing? This is what I wanted. There we go. I guess that'll have to do. I'll just have to remember to keep these things shorter than the what you call it here. And then slight curve. That's all it takes to get into there. There. Smooth that out. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to... We don't have to fix it, so I'm not going to fix it. Just leave it like it is for right now. Okay. Let's put a one-way signal right there. And then put our signals going back. Starting right there. And there we go. And that didn't work. Once again, I don't understand why sometimes the autosync just doesn't do anything. It just goes, what? You want me to do what? I can't do that. All right. So, how am I going to go ahead and connect this side? I think I should be able to do something like this. Let's try going right here. Can I curve up to here somewhere? No. It's just too close to do that. All right, let's try taking this one out and see if I can do it further down. No. Okay, let's try this. What happens if I do this? I feel like I need that to be further down. Actually, I probably want it to line up with that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works. That works. We can do that. And then all we really need to do up here is just go ahead and... Why are you not snapping? Let's go right here. That. Then we'll go down and snap to that. This comes all the way up here to this. Except, let's try cutting this back a little ways. Now, can I just do this? I think maybe I can't. All right, let's just do this instead. It's going to lengthen this, which sort of sucks, but I have to get rid of the signal. And then we will just put something like this on here. Okay. And that is, take this off, those two off, and we put a one-way signal right here. And then we have another one-way signal right here. That all looks good. And then I guess we'd better figure out how we're signaling up the rest of this. We need a one-way signal right here. Whoops, that didn't line up. My hand shook and it moved at the last moment. There we go. And then this one needs to get moved back a little bit. So we're going to have one way right there and a one way right there. And then a one way right here and a one way right here. And then here we're just going to line these up directly with this because I think that's going to be the best choice of actions. Okay, yeah, that's all set. Okay. So I think we actually have this side of things running. Let's go ahead and create a route for it. So we are going to go from here to here. It works. And this is Madison passenger station. Okay. And this will be the Madison to Jersey passenger service. Okay.
Now you're going to get a train on there.
Actually, oh. What happened to my... Oh, here it is. I was going to say, what happened to my... one I had before? This doesn't go the right direction, though. I can't really use it. You go the right direction. Can use you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make this like an off-white. And I don't remember how many passenger cars we had on this before. Which one are we using? That's 100 kph. Oh, that's right. We got new passenger. Oh, let's get rid of you. So we use the Atlantic. Okay, yeah, and that is definitely 100 kph. So we'll use this one. And I think that's as long as we can make it. So Madison to Jersey. There we go. Yeah, and I wanted to color code the locomotive, or color code the train to match the what you call it? To match the line color. All right, so now we need to get Madison's public transportation going. So let's see. I think this here, I should, no, streets, hello, here we go. Let's go with straight here. And we are not going up the hill. The hill is going to come down to us. And I am not doing a tunnel either. Going to be on the surface. Oh. All right, well, I think we better not do it that way. We will try to make this straight. There. It does not, that curve does not look very good, but all right, so that's fine. That's in. And then I think here we're going to come out to here. And this part is where I want it to be straight and on the surface. There we go. And then we'll come out to meet it here. And then we'll do a little smoothing here to smooth this all over. And that. Now, I think here what we need to do is Well, that sucks. Can I do this a little bit better? Try doing straight to there and then curving. Yeah, there we go. We get rid of somebody's building there, whatever it was, but that still works. And then here, we're going to come out all the way to here, I think. Wow. That looks completely awful. Let's improve that curve a little, or improve that hill a little bit. There. Okay, so now we can go ahead and create ourselves a route going all the way around here. Oh, I didn't realize this does not line up, does it? You know, I think we're just going to put up with it. So let's put a passenger, come on, a passenger building here of some sort. Can we just use a loop here? Loops work out nice. They're very handy. Yeah, we'll just use the loop. And then we'll put in some of these. So let's put one here. One right here. One here. One here. One here. I just have the feeling I'm not getting these very well evenly distributed, but it's the best I can do. Actually, you know what? Let's move this one down just a bit so he's more central between these two stops. We'll go here. Later on, we're going to end up redoing probably pretty much everything on this map when we get into the more modern era. And this will be the Madison Public Transit.
Yeah, great. And why didn't you widen or electrify any of those roads?
Shut up, Growler. That probably would have been a good idea. Let's see if I can get away with doing any of this. Widen there. I can't widen that. We will widen these others, though. Can't widen that.
What are you going to do about those that you can't widen?
Whoops. No, I didn't want that. Let's... Oh, no, I don't even want that either. There we go.
You're making a hell of a mess.
Just hush, Growler. There we go. That's what I wanted there, there. Okay, so... Pause. I should have done all of this after widening that road. I don't know what I was thinking of. Okay, we're gonna delete that. Delete that. Gonna delete that and this.
Now you're just making a complete mess of everything.
Yes, I know. Okay, now we can widen this road. There we go. Why wouldn't it let us widen this one? Oh, is it because of... I'll bet you it's because of the train track right next to it there. Now let's see if we can recurve this into it. There we go. Yeah, that worked. And then we'll just pop that back on there. And we can go ahead and pop this back on here, I think. Maybe? Why do you not want... Why are you resisting the popping? Oh, for goodness sakes. Really, why does it not want to connect? Let's try lengthening that a little bit. See if that... There we go. That got it. Perfect. There we go. Now the only thing that's boned is the train station. Oops. Okay, so... You know, I may have to redo a little bit of this, but... There we go. I'm going to put this on here, and that's good. Yeah, this is going to be off a little bit. I need to redo this now. Let's try putting our... Let's try lining this up a little bit better here. Let's try putting this here, these tracks. So we want to be someplace more like this, I think. And let's see, does this now work? Yeah, that looks beautiful. Okay, so that's not going to be too bad of a fix there.
You know you're out of time.
I know. We need to finish this up first, and then we're good. I thought we were going to have enough time to do the other one. Really thought we were going to get a lot further. Now, our signals, turn auto sig on, have it not work. See, I said it wouldn't work, and it did, because it hates me.
Yeah, well, it's in good company.
Hey! Put that there. Now this is all reconnected and everything. There we go. We just need to replace a couple of buildings. So here, buildings, shed. Come on, there you go. That, and now we need one for this, which we'll put right there. Looks good. And we're going to go ahead and get 10 of these. Not 110. 10. Oh man, could you imagine if I accidentally bought 110 of them? Oh, we didn't make the route yet. I thought we did. Yeah, we did. We did make a route. I just saw it. Oh, well, maybe not. I'm just losing my mind. Oh, I see what's wrong. Yeah, there is a route here. There is a route here. Why did it not recognize? It did not recognize because I need to put tracks on this. There we go. Okay, Madison Public Transit. There we go. Beautiful. I thought for a minute that hill was going to be an issue, but I guess it was something else was slowing the train down. Because, yeah, it ended up handling the hill pretty well. It is, of course, you know, it does, especially with a single locomotive, it does sort of struggle coming up the mountain. But because we're just doing passengers, not freight, the one locomotive was able to do it. And I think probably around the same speed as the freight. I didn't actually double check what our freight is doing right now, but it seemed to work okay. I will double check it and make sure the speed is as expected later on. Well, we got quite a few people here on the platform. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do like the fact that we're finally getting into some of the bigger locomotives. It does actually, even though it doesn't have the tractive effort of the other one that they were using there. I can't remember what it was. It's 10-wheeler maybe, or was that the green one that was a 10-wheeler? I don't remember. Anyways, it doesn't have the tractive effort, but it has a lot more power overall. So hopefully that will work out well. I like this loop here. I may put in some more trees or something out here. Maybe the town will grow out this direction. We'll have some homes or something out in this field here for the train to pass by as it goes around. Oh, I think I missed something. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.